What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about this weird story that is going on with NBA player Rudy Gobert. Right now, Rudy broke up with his girlfriend, the mother of his child, and I believe she is pregnant with another child. Rudy is in the middle of a playoff push. His team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, are heading to the NBA or the Western Conference Finals in the NBA. And he doesn't want any distraction. So it looks to me, because again, he's a Frenchman. He's from France, and maybe, they have a different mentality there when it comes to focus and concentration. Maybe that is what it is, or it could be something deeper. Because apparently the girlfriend did not realize that there was trouble in paradise. I don't buy that. There's probably been problems going on. Maybe he found out something. She claims she never cheated on him, but I find it weird how he would all of a sudden just kick her out for, just out of nowhere. He's not doing this for no reason unless he's, found somebody else to be with. That could be the case. Or he really feels like she has been a distraction and she has not been a help. She's been a hindrance, and he has decided that she has to go. See, this is why, again, I say a lot of young players, if you're basketball first, you might want to avoid serious relationships early in your career. Getting into serious relationships, and while you're focusing on your career, just isn't the best move. I really don't feel like that's the case. But let's get into this story. That was an update, but let's get to the original story first. Rudy broke up with his pregnant girlfriend, this according to TMZ, told her to move out of his home and take their 1-year-old son with her right at the start of the NBA playoffs, TMZ Sports has learned. Sources close to the wives and girlfriends of Timberwolves players tell us the split was a bit of a shocker, considering Julia Bonilla and baby Romeo were spotted at Minnesota's final regular season game on April 13th. In fact, the 32-year-old Gobert went up to them after the game for a warm embrace, so all appeared to be completely normal with the family. But we're told things changed sometime after Bonilla revealed she was pregnant with their second child, and Gobert is now a single man. What if he what if he tricked her, right? What if he, had a vasectomy and he can't have any children right now? And she did not know that. And she got pregnant, and he's like, well, wait a minute, how'd you get pregnant, and kicked her out? Because it's weird how, as the article is framing it, everything is good, she gets pregnant, and all of a sudden the relationship has hit a snag. I don't believe in coincidences. That's just my theory. I'm not saying that's what happened. That is my theory and opinion. Our sources say Bonilla hoped to move back to her home country of France following the split, but the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year wants her and Romeo to stay in the States so they can figure out child custody after the Wolves season comes to an end. So he definitely, what it seems like, want this relationship to be over, and she must be, she wants to move back to France. We're told Gobert has lawyered up, and his reps have applied pressure to ensure she stays in Minnesota. We actually talked to Gobert back in March of 2024, right before his first son was born, and he said it was a blessing to have a child entering the world. As we previously reported, Bonilla was outspoken in her support of 32-year-old French hooper and defended him after his peers voted him the most overrated player in the league. All right, let's go to the update real quick. It says Rudy Gobert is now sharing his side, claiming inaccurate information is being thrown around, though he offers no specifics, of course. Rudy did confirm he is no longer in a relationship with Julia, but still plans to keep supporting the well-being of all the people that I care about. Julia Bonilla had just addressed the situation in a lengthy social media post, calling the whole ordeal one of the most painful times in her life. Says she considered Rudy the love of her life. It says that she left everything for him. Doesn't that story sound familiar? Says she gave him a child and poured her heart into their relationship. Despite how she had been treated, says she chose to protect his name for the sake of their children. So she's basically saying that there's more to the story and that she protected him. You know, why do these women put up? Y'all gotta understand, he's the one who ended the relationship. So if he put you through all of these things that she's claiming, right? Why did you stay until he kicked you out? You know? Bonilla also noted that she never, ever been unfaithful to the father of her children. Adamantly denying cheating played a role in the split. Well, something played a role in the split. You don't just break up with somebody randomly like this. And if you read in between the lines of what was posted, it looks to me like she's saying that there were problems in a relationship. If there were problems in a relationship, why is it a big surprise to you that he wants to move on? It should not be a big surprise to you. You should look at what that relationship is and say, you know what, do I want to be in it or not? And, you know, her saying that she's protecting his name and reputation, is she, you know, this sounds to me like, you know, she's going to be trying to out him for something, of him doing something to her, because it's clear to me that she wants to move back to France, but he doesn't want her to take the child or the children with her. That can become a very ugly situation. Like, if you wanted her gone, bro, you probably should have waited till after the NBA season, but maybe he wanted this done before the summer, which is very interesting. He could be doing this for his career, or maybe he's already moved on. We'll see. If he already has a new girlfriend a month from now or 2 months from now, it lets you know what this was. But it seems like he's doing it because he wants to focus on basketball, which you can understand. But you're the one who brought this woman here from France. You brought this woman over here from France. You have a child with her, and now she's pregnant with another one of your children. You put her in a messed up situation. I can't fault her for this. And because he's being vague and he's not putting anything out there, we have to make our own assumptions based off the information that we have. You put this woman in a very bad situation. She is not native of America. You want to break up with her, but you want her to stay in Minnesota. That's crazy. She doesn't know anybody here. She seemingly doesn't have any family here, and you want her to stay here, but you don't want to be with her. That's crazy. That's crazy. Why do you want her over here if you don't want to be with her? I understand the children aspect of it, but you're the one who put her out of the house. You put her out of the house. You don't want to be with her, but you want her to stay in Minnesota. Do you want her to date other men while staying in Minnesota? Because that's what's going to happen. Are you going to be okay with her dating other men? Because it's clear you don't want her to go back to France because you fear that's what's going to happen. But that's what's going to happen here still. And the thing is this, you're going to have to deal with these American laws. And it doesn't matter if you're lawyered up, you're going to have 2 children with her, which means child support. She's going to go after you for child support. So I hope you got some good lawyers, because she's going to fight you tooth and nail, not only to be able to leave and go back to France, but for child support as well if you try to challenge her on it. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me thoughts, like the video, and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.